Got the ladies loaded up. So we're good to hit this scope while the sun sets. Just got this project done. It's actually kind of freaked me out, this project, because, like, well, dude, you know what? I don't have any employees either, man. I roll a couple part-times, and then, like, you know, I got my ladies out here. Got, like, lady 1, lady 2. I consider the goose a lady. Obviously, E1. And then when I don't have stuff, I just steal it or borrow it from my friend. So, like, you know, I got a buddy over there. He never uses that excavator, so I'm like, I'll clean it and grease it for you. And he's like, great, go ahead and take it. I don't know. We're about to go through a weigh station, though. I'm registered for it. I'm registered for 48,000, so I think I'm sitting around 43 right now, total. RTVs at the shop. So, just got done with a 6-acre project. Largest forestry mowing job that I've ever done. When I showed up on this job, it was like literally a road in, and then nothing else. Like you couldn't see nothing. Like it was, like I didn't even know there was a lake here. On Google Earth there was like some green vegetation, but like, you know, it was weird. Like I couldn't see crap out here. And what freaked me out on this project is that I realized that though I had a 1-page contract and it was pretty well written, I did not necessarily really dictate my terms. So it took me 11 machine days. And I kind of air quoted it in my head over the phone. I was like, 10 machine days, 6 acres, there's a lake in the middle. I'll upcharge them for some lake work. The X right there, that 305.5 is a great machine. I love this thing. So I was like, you know, yeah, it's good. However, when we got to day 8, and I was like, uh-oh, I got a 50% deposit. But it's a 6-acre property that was mad overgrown. Like, we were pretty sure there was like a meth lab in that building at one point because of all the trash and crap. We didn't even know there was a building on it. Neither did the owner. He didn't even know there was a building here before we got here. And then obviously you can see we grinded it out, scraped the other trash piles. When it gets cold enough, he's going to light those up on fire. But it made me think. I had this guy one time tell me, he's like, Trav, I'd rather have 80% of the business at 100% of my price than 100% of the business at 80% of my price. Now, at the time, I was doing like 110% of the business at 60% of my price. I was like that guy. I was like broning out heavy equipment. I was like $55 an hour for OG. That's the white Bobcat on the trailer. $55 an hour. I didn't have a clue what I'm doing. Now, I'm charging $1,500 a day for OG for like 8 to 10 hours. So like, you know, and she doesn't run every single day because like whenever you go beat her up like on a job like this, the day after you get off this job, like tomorrow, it's just strictly air filters, fuel filters, power washing, sharpening, greasing. It's just strictly a maintenance day because you beat the crap out of your machines doing this stuff. I had Casey work with me a couple days, but for the most part, it's just been me kind of bouncing around from machine to machine as I was draining down this low area. Brad, check this out, baby. Check this out. I just drained that pond. Literally, it was like up to that pine tree, a little baby pine tree. It was up there. It was up there. Drained that thing, dug out the edges. Left some of the weeds. These are Florida ponds. Florida ponds are it looks a little ugly, but I promise you when the water table comes back up, because it's Florida, so this thing will be filled up in about 3 days, be looking beautiful. Promise you. And then the, bass pond, baby. Then the, you know, and it's got some limestone at the bottom of it, so it's going to have a really nice blue, like, tint to it. Because everything down here in South Florida, if you get into the phosphorus, this is where they mine a lot of the phosphorus. It'll get really nice and clear. Yeah, that's why I got in there, because we had so much muck. You can see all the crap that waiting for the bulldozer to come and pile it up, but like had so much muck and weeds and crap. Also a job, you guys can quote ponds, because I haven't really done many ponds. You guys quote like little ponds and little lakes and things like that. You just drain it down with like a Honda 5 horsepower pump. Just drain it down. Get in there with like your buddy's excavator. You can like rent these things for like $400 a day. You could charge a dude like $1,500, $2,000 a day. So like you can kill it. You know what I'm saying? I just had one dude help me run equipment, and he was here for like 3-4 days. That was it. And then it was just me. But the important thing from tonight's scope is dictating your terms and covering your ass. A lot of the problem in landscaping is it's very like, oh yeah, we're just gonna, yeah, your home is $150 a month. But it's so left up to subjective opinions. And not every customer is the same. Some of them are freaking crazy. Some of them need to be fired. Some of them are just like whatever. But most of the time, you have issues with customers because expectations are not clear. think Matt LaMarche actually said that. I'm picking up a lot of stuff off LaMarche. But I'm realizing I've got to set expectations because, like, you get done with this job and you're like, yeah, that pile looks kind of crappy, but they're going to come in with a bulldozer later, and they're going to, we might even be the guys that rent the bulldozer and come in and just regrade everything. But this dude was super, super cool. But today I was like chest pumping, you know what I mean? Because I was like, I hope he's cool, man, because if not, I could be here for another week. You know what I mean? Like, I could be losing my ass. I'm already delayed. I could be losing my ass out here, or I could crush it like I just did.